I'm continuing again with the Final Fantasy XIV. And in the previous gameplay, we completed Heavensward, and it seems that it's now time to advance to Stormblood. Let's check. Where do we need to go? Okay, Revenant Stall is the location. Okay, let's go. Revenant Stall. Over there. Okay, over here. Okay, it's time to talk with Alfinod. I check what Lyse is thinking. If all proceeds to plan, we should soon be reaching word that Alliance forces have secured Passar Wall. Until then, however, we can but ensure we are ready to move the moment we hear the news. Beyond the Great Wall. Okay, so Alfinod is a man with a great deal on his mind.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Daughter.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
That emote.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lyse. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lyse's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Two choices.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Quest accepted. That music sounded a little bit different than usual. Maybe I check others. So it's finally happening. Don't tell anyone, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous, only a bit mind. I'll be fine once we get going, hopefully. You remember Manago, don't you? The messenger who brought word of the Griffin's attack on Balsar Wall. Well, she left not long ago, having made a full recovery. If you see her in Gyr Abania, be sure to send my love.
Ready, my friend? Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. That all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Thousand memes part, yet united purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success, shall we then? Wait, not just yet. I knew I would forget something important, Lyse. Could you come with me? Me? What now? Alright, if you insist. Is there a new suit for Lyse? Our tailor. New. Yes, I guessed. New. Yeah. What do you think? As you can see, I designed to the light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the need of a skilled fighter like Lyse. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the science receptionist and start referring to you as our permanent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru, thank you. I feel I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then over to Curapania. Our first stop will be Amasarik's Spire in the East Road. New gear. We are back outside. Maybe I check details. As you are preparing to leave Rising Stones, you are met by Yukiri and Kosetsu. The pair have resolved to return to the nation of Doma in the Far East to aid their comrades in the fight against Kalimer. Through your battlefields are thousands miles apart, your purpose is one and the same, and so you bid farewell, hoping that you might meet again one day to celebrate the liberation of two lands. So where we go? Hawthorne Hut is the next location. Maybe I take something bound. Maybe I take Midgard some. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officers that we wish to proceed in the Curapania. Serpent office. As the Scions of Seventh Dawn, we were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the fall? It's Castrum Orienes. Curapania, the fringes. Oho. New kind of map. Oh, we are moving. Different location.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Stormblood, okay, so this really opens the new expansion, third. So it finally came. And started. I check because there was map. I feel that we have come to totally new area. And I feel that there are a lot of new locations and places to explore. Because this is also totally new expansion. Maybe I just, because this is new location, I just try. It will not be easy, but we must do all we can to reverse the damage down to the land here. This is much to be learned from the magic that weapons left by the Guardians along Baelsar's wall. If all goes as planned, we will soon turn their own technology against them. And I think this must be a really new Aetheryte. So we are atoning to it. And I just check, even I know that there is nothing new from Moogle. Let's talk Pip. I have been anxious to do battle with the Guardians. I somewhat find myself lightly gripping the hilt of my blade without realizing it. Perhaps that is to blame for the blisters on my hand. We recently seized a suit of Magitech armor from Bresal 4. Until we have complete examination, civilians are not permitted inside, not even adventurers. I would be careful out there if I were you. There are beasts out there big enough to swallow a man's whole. Well, a man's my size at least. Okay, let's check. So this is East End, not too different from the rest of the Shroud, is it? Though, truth be told, I'm not sure why I thought it would be. To see the colors of so many nations, Limsa Lomsa, Gridania, Ulda, and now Isgard, well, brings the tear to my eye. We have much to be proud of, Silverian. The general in high spirits, don't you think? I know the feeling. Ah, there is Rauban actually. The Alliance has done well. to repurpose these Imperial facilities for their own use so quickly. Cryle. Quite an atmosphere here, isn't there? Everyone seems to be on pins and needles, though one can hardly blame them given the recent events. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of Heirs and Alliance, I welcome you to the Castrum audience. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperial made any attempts to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and the patrols. We have had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Balsar's war were enough, Lippert summoned Primal right on their doorstep, and Kalamed is not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. That was declaration of war, even if it was not Lippert's to make, and now as we are bound by it for wear or war foil. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask for us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of Alamican people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it, Godspeed. Sid. Ha, all of the Castor in the world, you walk in the mine. Master Carden, what brings you here? A certain missing Alakan weapon and Draconic Primal, Omega and Syndra, I think the Shinobi called it. Anyway, we have been starting the trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which has singularly failed so to do so. Then it is like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaging the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use then. Assuming we should hurry up and find it regardless. Or more reasons to reach out the Resistance. If we want to press on into Curapania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let us not waste any more time talking. This song has changed. Oh, okay, I got to level up. Level 69. Level up. Lyse takes the lead. Lyse is eager to leave Castrum Oriens. As you have probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance that I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. The headquarters are located in a place called Voralgar's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Veladina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. And now I feel that there will be... So this quest as accepted music is also different compared to the previous. Keep to the north and cross upstream. Your black bridge belongs to the Guardians for now. Ah, there is a map. This is the way to check. Aha, there. Aha, now I remember I have mini seed. Wind up seed as a minion. And now we are discovering a lot of new locations. Maybe I'll check. Fate complete. Okay. I just check how. Okay, it's actually quite near, but okay, let's take still. Maybe Torgal from Final Fantasy XIV. Just check others. At the risk of upsetting cartographic fraternity, I can't help observing that the East End depends entirely on one's perspective. I mean, people don't even think of it as Gridania anymore, do they? It's so quiet, almost as though Imperials haven't been here for some time. On your card, the Imperials know these lands better than we. They call it East End because it marks the end of Black Shroud, not the sparse vegetation. Still with me, good from here. We'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Okay, we go little. Okay, first we came here and then now we are going to the northeast. There will be more fights, because I realized that almost everything here is level 60. Sometimes, if your level is high compared to your enemies, you can move more freely. But when your enemies start start to be almost same level as you, you will have more and more fights. So if you are very high level, your enemies will avoid battles. So this is everything now is very new areas and new locations. Is the last right we need to cross before the Imperial spot us? We shouldn't linger out here in the open. Hehe, see brother, nothing to worry about, though no one would blame you for donning your buoyancy aids just in case. And Alfie nodded. At a glance it certainly seems shallow enough. Looking best place to cross river. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You are wondering about the tower to the south. Okay, so this is special. It's part of Castellum Felladuna. That's what Imperial decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I'll call Great Big Eyesore. Honestly, you can see that the rotten panel from Absolute melts away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Okay, let's take something different. I wonder if it's a compound. Okay, it can go in water. But there are crocodiles. You discovered new location. Okay, I think we need to cross it. Here, spinner. Looks like spider. And lesser gagana. Lesser gagana. It looks like little bird. Aha! Now I realize there are even these ether currents here. So maybe one important task is trying to find and attune. Okay, Asusala. Where are we now? Western Dravanian, Turing, Hinterlands. Oh, okay. By pressing R1 you can change to the totally different locations. So now it's the Fringers. We have located the first screen. And I check because you can use that special device with a compass to find next location. Next location is in the south. I just check what does it mean. Aha, okay. Means that we can go down if you want to find it. It's bright. Ah, they must be in the upper part. Okay, maybe I'll go a little bit nearer. Aha, over there. Lyse, are we there yet? So the reach lies beyond, but I don't see a path. Lyse did well, it is reassuring. And we didn't run afoul or even single patrol. What pleasant surprise in that there were no surprises. We are here on the other side of this pass. It's a rocky ridge. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some of trick to this. Indeed, a glamour. Good eye is tall. I take it they have talented mates in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prism. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Guardians. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Naga, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. So we are going some hidden location, and with a sprinkle of this masking dust, it's all laid bare. All clear, let's go. just check. Aha, okay, I think it opened this way. Maybe I go. I feel that there are a lot of ether currents to explore in this huge area.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Maybe I talk a little, change a little bit words. It's hard to feel at ease with that giant statue looking down on you. This temple was once home to the Fist of Ralga, as I recall. Yes, there is no mistaking that statue. Oh, so you really came. I never thought I would see you here, but I'm glad. Ordinarily, I shudder at the thought of armed rebels trampling about an ancient temple of immense historical importance, but Ralgar is the Breaker of Worlds, so it seems rather appropriate if anything. Fascinating, a massive night-imperceptible clamor encompassing the entire valley. I see now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eyes of Imperial airships. It's good to see Naguan moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so I naturally assumed she would left too soon, always overdoing it, that one. A pleasure to see you again, and Cry and Istola, without whose help I might be not be standing here today, at least not too soon. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though the science of the Seventh Dawn. So this is totally new, this song. Quest achieved. And this quest feels right away very special because of those frames. The promise of new beginning. Conrad knows the purpose of your visit and would like to give you a proper welcome. Now I know You wouldn't have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what is it you have to say. But let's not do on this on our doorstep. Come with me. Okay, totally new location. I'll just check if there are any services. Okay, there is company chest. What do we have here? Scripted change collectible. I just check if I have any special. Sorry, but we don't accept wares from just anyone. You must become one of our trusted supplier first. Okay, so you need to gather fame and trust perhaps. You seem decent sort, and I would love nothing more than to tell you about a number of profitable ventures, but I'm not at liberty to do so without the express permission of Camelona in Idershire. Okay, so you need to first complete trust of others before you can go on. Splendor's vendor, forgive me, but we are not allowed to do business with just anyone. You must be known to the house first. And what do we have here? I just check what they have. Component. Missile. A component used to complete souvenir. Far Eastern antique. Cold saucer. M-Tribe. Component used to complete one of many sanders used by M. Resistance material. Okay, so it seems that there are a lot of components. And okay, then we have exchange. Aha, you will get your resistance tokens. Can we attune? Okay. Okay, we got new location marked down. And I wonder if there are any vendors. Ah, there are very special kind of I check. There seems to be Aetherite. It's always good idea to attune all Aetherites what you see. There is material melder, and I found any. Okay, this is very useful. Mender placed. Aha, my armor is good that I checked. It always your armor get the damage and wear out when you have battles. I check what they are selling. Weapons, items. There are different kind of dark material. Maybe I buy a couple of these. There are chocobos used this. Summon roll. Fishing tickle. Aha, for fisherman. Maybe I'll check. Moaning about dearth of supplies isn't going to change anything. It's up to me to find some way of replenishing our stocks or people's lives, maybe at a risk. Okay, great tent. We plan operation here when we are not entertaining important quests like yourselves. When we first met back in the Shroud, I took you for just another adventure. By Raquel, I still can't believe how far you have come.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lyse, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
Ida.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Camp. Take all the time you require.
No. Okay, completed. Alfinor is pondering how best to make use of your laser. I check what there is as a reward. High steel helm or fending. So it is for fighter types. And same. Weapon of striking. Then what do we have here? Weapon of scouting. So I think this last one will be best for healer. Determination +6. And I remember in the previous expansions everything, the greatest one was +4. So now it's totally better. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Forgive me, you are free to look around Rarka's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It will give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the resistance capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will. I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside out. I can show you around if you like, Silverian. Great, let's get started. I wonder... Haha, okay, it's also a quest. Touring around. I'll bet you think the resistance is mostly made up Alamico Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even account for half. We got Hell's Guard from all the way over by the spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beastwomen I suppose, like that one over there. She's and Ananta, they have been with us a while now. Well, once of the smaller factions has, the rest won't have anything to do with us. We are no different from the Guardians to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magic to twist metals and crystals in the shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Rargar, shall we? Okay, here is the huge statue. I wonder, now I remember I cannot fly here. I don't yet have the ability to fly. But there is something very special kind of symbols. I think it looks like a little bit meteor. Lyse. Pretty inspiring, isn't it? The break of worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th Astra era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Asia besearched the Heavensward sign, and the burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to these mountains of Kirapania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. This last part was inscribed on this stone by monk of the first of Rarkar. Ida explained it to me. The day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is final upon us, but if it's, I have to believe that everything we have been through, everything that has led to us to this point, will see us through in the end. Sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. This is infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I saw you in Aetrite Plaza next. When you have seen one Aetheryte, you have seen them all right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the first of Ralgar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as another. I'll show you where the sutras are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. And I previously already did that. Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks have got it. The resistance would be in bad way without brave merchants to keep it proficient. If you have short on anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. When Alfinord and Alyssa are here, why don't we see how they are getting on? So I take this Savage Might material B. I just check. If you need to buy anything, now might be good time. Hardly surprising where there is a war, there is profit to be had. Alyssa is nodding, approving at the settlers. Aha, now there is one for healer. Peach Mask of Healing. This is head item 255. I just check for curiosity. Okay, I currently have 270. Parking struct. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. There is bold lot. Much is plain. The Imperials found out they were bedding their fears to the resistance. They would be lucky to escape with their lives. This is gamble and I'd admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over you. We have finished discussing of your proposal and we are ready to receive you all back at the tent. I have sent some to fetch this stolen crowd, so if you'd like to follow me. Aha, table was very near.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Right then, Nago and Merid are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as the other. Make your choice, Silverin. And I take this peach mask of healing. Your Aetherite compass may now be used to locate Aether currents in new regions. The Aether compass can be found in the collection in the duty section of main menu. And now I actually go back to apartment. So we have got familiar a little bit new areas. but this is good stopping by. I want to thank you for stopping by and thank you for watching. So this was really the beginning part of Stormblood with new areas and new quests.